I just wanted to shoot a little video for doing this 55 to 59 power brake booster firewall conversion, because I didn't see very many of these online. One of the most difficult things about it is trying to get the original brace out of here. Now mine's out of here already, as you can see. There it is. I had to cut it into two pieces to get it out of there. Just made it easier. And I'd already cut it up a bit because I already had a pedal, or a firewall mounted pedal and brake master cylinder in my truck. A lot of these things say to drill out the spot welds, and there's really only one at the top on the back side of this brace. One spot weld up at the top. Mine was not actually spot welded here where it goes against the dash. I don't know if that's because it's a GMC or not. I don't know if Chevys are different. I don't own a Chevy one. But the spot welds that were into the cowl, I tried drilling them out, and two of them here popped loose pretty easy. For the other ones, I didn't get it centered well enough, and they didn't want to pop loose, and ended up tearing the metal a little. And the thing is this new brace, as you can see, it doesn't have any mounts that mount up that high anyway. It doesn't have any mounts that mount to the top. It just mounts to the firewall and to the dash. So if anybody else is doing this, what I recommend is on the brace, when you're cutting it out, or you're tearing it out of there, rather than drilling it, if you can, get a Sawzall. That's what I did on the more driver's side of this brace. You can see there, I just cut it out to the back, rather than risking tearing my dash or drilling through into my cowl, or tearing any more holes into my cowl or drilling holes into it. I just cut that thing off there, and that's what I would recommend doing. We'll see how. I haven't drilled the holes in for the brace yet, but there's my hole that I already had before for the master cylinder I did have in there. We'll see how well it goes. Hey, let's see, I got my holes drilled for that master cylinder brace. Unfortunately, they did not line up with my old one. As you can see, there's my old hole. This is the new one, quite a bit further to the driver's side. All went pretty smooth. I had to drill the little spot welds out of that stock retaining nut for the original brace there. It wasn't too difficult though. That brace sits where the instructions say to drill your first hole. If I drilled it up as high as they say, that brace wouldn't have laid flat against my firewall. There would have been a gap at the top, so I moved it down probably around 3/4 of an inch. But that's what, I don't know, that's what you gotta do, I guess, to make it lay flat against your firewall, because you want it sandwiching your firewall nice and flat. But yeah, that's got all the holes drilled there, so as you can see, got all 4 of them there. And see how well it goes in here all put together.